men like me that are, I've been told I'm intelligent somewhat. And I can tell you right now that more and more men like me, if we fall in that category of being intelligent, more and more you can see men opting out of this society right here, meaning they're not willing to invest in it. I'm not. I'm definitely not willing to invest in this society, and I don't. I invest in what I know to be right. I invest in those who are in the faith. I invest in those who share the same morals and values and ethics. And that doesn't mean our government, or that doesn't mean municipal principalities or natural family members. I don't fool with them. Men are not going to capitulate or acquiesce to the demands of a feminist society that demands for them to be like women. That just simply is not going to happen. There are, believe it or not, few and fewer less women out there that actually adopting the feminist agenda. As a matter of fact, the majority of them are turning away from it because they see that motherhood is always superior to career. And when you have a patriarchal society where men are leading, bearing the rule, and providing the tools and the necessary resources that women need in order to do their job, women ultimately are going to pick rearing and raising, making themselves available. That means, i.e., get pregnant by their husband. And they're going to choose rearing and raising children because that is their natural way of things. There's their natural order of things. It's obvious that if we don't get a hold of these children right now, that there's a plethora of predators and another agenda out there that's got plans to get a hold of them. And again, I personally think this is population control. I think that if you can get a society to be lewd, if you can get a society that has no morals, no ethics, no values, and full of debauchery, adultery, fornication, all of the wickedness and lewdness that can be conjured up in the spirit of people's mind, as opposed to the construct and the mandate of a man being with a woman or multiple women in the right setting. Because after all nations, all societies are built on the family unit. You cannot build a family on any of these alternative lifestyles that they're trying their best to cram down our throats. Can you imagine? Look at how many children today suffer because there is not a father, a real true bona fide father, one that would nurture, one that would care, one that would provide, one that would lead and guide these children for the next generation. Look at society and how it's with all these dysfunctional homes, these dysfunctional fathers that abandon their families and abandon their children. And then later on, just kind of like a lot of these people run for politicians, they wasn't there during the prime years. Then they want to come back later on as if there's some type of caring fathers and stuff, when all they did was abandon their responsibilities and duties. Now, women today that are real true women, they're ultimately are going to look for the man in a society, and most women are opting out rather than settling for a dysfunctional man, a man that has no morals and values. We're seeing it more and more and more. After all, it makes no difference if people want to call it polygamy, or whatever. You look at how many women in this society right here. Take a look at how many women in this society that has children by more than one man. I don't care if they've been divorced and remarried, serial divorce, remarried 4 or 5 times, makes no difference. Look and see how many women have actually had children by multiple men. I don't care if they want to dress it up and look good on paper. Bottom line is still women having more children by more than one man. And every time that a woman ends up getting another man, you can better believe that she's going to get an upgrade. She's not going to downgrade from what she had, because that's what they be thinking about. And that's just the way they're wired. But, when we've got this thing that people are trying to cram down our throats, gender equality, it ain't working. It is not working. Ask yourself a question. Do you really, truly want your children to grow up in this environment right here? I don't. That's the reason why that I chose to separate myself, set apart, call it whatever you want. At least one thing, if this society got it right, then I'm going to keep it wrong. Because they are in no moral position. They are in no place whatsoever at all to even point a finger, even try to judge when they're having problems to understand what is contrary to nature. And this goes deeper than all this. It goes deeper than it goes to the mere fact of what is the next generation going to look like. And if you're not preparing yourself and preparing these children that are coming after you, man, it's all but grim. Remember, if you have any worth of value at all about yourself, anything that you do, it will always be to benefit the next generation coming behind. That's why you need to pour everything you can into those, and you can discern and tell which one are intelligent and which one are not. You can really truly tell who's intelligent and who isn't. You can do it. And who will receive knowledge and who will reject it. And you can tell the ones who will benefit from it and the ones who won't benefit from it. You can tell that. So anyway, I want y'all to be encouraged. Take what I'm saying to heart. Make your own personal changes. Don't depend on the Congress, especially not the Supreme Court, because these are a bunch of immoral people that's on this thing. You need to make your own society on your own homestead and your own lifestyle amount, and surround yourself with people who believe like you do, because if not, it's going to be sad.